Good evening, friends. Pinutuni. Welcome to our online broadcast here from the London Mindfulness Meditation Center. As you know, we have gone live since the full moon day of July, when the Vassana retreat in the Theravada Buddhist countries start. And we as Theravada monks and Buddhist community, we also commit ourselves during the rains retreat, engaging in religious programs, religious observances, to enhance our spiritual practice, to also accumulate merit, as well as to dedicate to our loved ones. So we have provided the opportunity and many devotees to arrive at the Vihar to make the offerings and participate, and you as an online community also join us regularly to engage in the worship, listen to the chanting or bless your loved ones, to do some meditation, as well as listen to some reflection that we do regularly. So today we have two devotees groups come to the Vihara and make the offerings. First, the puja today is sponsored by Mr. Sajit Hevage and Mrs. Nilmini Hevage. And they have come to the Vihara with their mother, who are also joining here. And the key intention is to bless beloved auntie or Lokoama of Nilmini, Kusumavati Manian, so who passed away a few days ago, as well as to share merit with beloved parents, as well as other relatives. So we dedicate them our merit that we accumulate. We bear them in our thoughts, wishing them happiness wherever they are. May they receive our merit, rejoice in this merit, and make their sansaric life happy and peaceful wherever they are, and eventually may they, as well as Mrs. Kusumavati Manian, achieve the blissful state of Nibbana through their righteous aspirated path. We are also joined by Tilini Vijay who is celebrating her birthday today. So we join Mr. Parakum and children, as well as the community, the London Mindfulness Meditation community, would like to wish you a very happy birthday. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May you be blessed with good health, and may your lives be filled with joy and happiness. We are also joined by Amma Sujata, as well as Punchi Sujani. So they're both celebrating their birthdays on the 5th of September. So we also bless dear mother, long life, good health, happiness. And may Sujani Punchi also be blessed with long life and happiness. So we wish everyone good health and happiness, joy, and also bless the children who are in education. May they excel in the education and have a very bright future. So with such righteous aspirations, let us engage in worship and chanting. First of all, let us say sadhu 3 times, and then namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa 3 times to observe precepts.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Suramira majjapamādaṭṭhāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Tisaranena saddhiṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādhukam surakkhitam kattvā appamādena sampādetabbam. Let us worship the Buddha together. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagavā arahang samma sambuddho vicācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasārati sattha deva manussānaṃ buddho bhagavāti. Buddhaṃ jīvita pariyantaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Svakkhāto bhagavata dhammo sandittiko akāliko ehi passiko opanayiko paccattaṃ veditabbo viññuhiti. Dhammaṃ jīvita pariyantaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho ujjapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Sāmīcipatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Yadidaṃ cattari purisa yugāni attha purisa puggala Esa bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Āhuneyo pāhuneyo dakkhineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttaraṃ puññakkhetaṃ lokassāti. Sanghang jīvita pariyantaṃ saranang gacchāmi. කනසාරප්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝකදීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝනුදං වන්නගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජ මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන මේතේන ච හෝතු මොක්ඛං පුප්පං මිලායාති යතයි ධම්මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන ධූපේනහං සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයන්තං පූජා භාජනමුත්තමං අධිවාසේතුනෝ භන්තේ පානීයං පරිකප්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම අධිවාසේතුනෝ භන්තේ ගිලාන පච්චයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම අධිවාසේතුනෝ භන්තේ බේසජ්ජං පරිකප්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම වන්දාමි චේතියං සබ්බං සබ්බඨානි සුපතිට්ඨිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධිං බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා යස්ස මූලේ නිසින්නෝව සබ්බාරි විජයං අකා පත්ත සබ්බඤ්ඤුතං සත්තා වන්දේ තං බෝධිපාදපං ඉමේ ඒතේ මහා බෝධි ලෝකනාතේන පූජිතා අහම්පිතේ නමස්සාමි බෝධි රාජා නමස්සතේ කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා කතං අච්චයං කමමේ බන්තේ භූරි පඤ්ඤේ තථාගත කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා කතං අච්චයං කමමේ ධම්ම සම්දිට්ඨික කාලික කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා කතං අච්චයං කමමේ සංඝ සුපටිපන්න අනුත්තර එතාවතාචම්හෙහි සම්භතං පුඤ්ඤ සම්පදං සබ්බේ දේවා අනුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා එතාවතාචම්හෙහි සම්භතං පුඤ්ඤ සම්පදං සබ්බේ භූතා අනුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා එතාවතාච අම්හෙහි සම්භතං පුඤ්ඤ සම්පදං සබ්බේ සත්තා අනුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා ඉදම්මේ ඥාතීනං හෝතු සුඛිතා හොන්තු ඥාතයෝ ඉදම්මේ ඥාතීනං හෝතු සුඛිතා හොන්තු ඥාතයෝ ඉදම්මේ ඥාතීනං හෝතු Sukhita hontu ñātayo Imina punya kammene mami bala samagamo Satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya Idam me punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu Sabba dukkha pamunchatu sadhu 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 So let us chant the Ratana Sutta, Jayamangala Sutta, and Activity Sutta. May the blessings of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha embodied in the chantings be conducive for you and your loved ones' well-being. May you be blessed with good health. May your lives be filled with joy and happiness. May all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled, and may you also have courage and determination to overcome any difficulties in life. And we also bless our sponsors today, Mr. Sajid and Mrs. Nilmini Hevagi and children and Amma, as well as Mr. Parakum and Mrs. Tilini Vijayasuriya and children, and Amma and sister. So especially today Tilini is celebrating her birthday, so we wish you a very happy birthday. And also Amma Sujata and sister Sujani, who are celebrating their birthdays soon. So we wish you all with good health and happiness. May your lives be filled with joy and happiness, and may all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled. May you also have courage and determination to overcome every difficulties. So with such righteous intention, we are about to chant suttas this evening. If you are dedicating to your loved ones, we would wish them good health and happiness. May all the treatment they are being taking or given be successful for their speedy and complete recovery. May they soon be able to enjoy good health and happiness. So if you are familiar with the chanting, with the suttas, Ratana Sutta, Attavissati Sutta and Mahajayamangala Sutta, you can join us in the chanting. If not, listen to the chanting with great attention and respect. Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gacchantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajassa Sunantu Sagga Mokkadang Paritta Savana Kalu Ayang Badanta Paritta Savana Kalu Ayang Badanta Paritta Dhamma Savana Kalu Ayang Badanta Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Yani dabhutani samagatani bhummani vayani vayantalike sabbeva bhuta sumana bhavantu atopi sakkacca sunantu bhasitam tasmahi bhutani samita sabbe mettam karota manusiya pajaya Divacaratto chaharanti baling tasmahine rakkata appamatta yang kinci vittang idva hurang va sagge suvayang ratanang panitang නනෝ සමං අත්ථි තථාගතේන ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු khayang viragang amatang panitang yadajjaga sakya muni samahito natena dhammena samatti kinci idampi dhamme ratanang pan etena saccena suvatti hotu yang buddha setta parivannai sucing samadhimanantari kanyamahu samadhinatena samona vijjati idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu ye puggala atta satang pasatta chattari etani yugani honte te dakhineya sugatassa savaka ete sudinnani mahappalani idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu ye suppayutta manasa dalhene nikamino gotama sasanam hi te patte patta amatang vigaiha ladda muda nibbuting bunjamana idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu yatinda kilo pataving sitosiya chatubhivati bhiya sampakampiyo tatupamang sappurisang vadami yo ariya saccani avecca passati idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu ye ariya saccani vibhavayanti gambhira panyena sudesitani kincapite honti busappamatta nate bhavang attamang adiyanti idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu sahavassa dassana sampadaya tayassu dhamma jahita bhavante sakkaya ditthi vicikiccitanca silabbatang vapi adatti kinci catuha payehi ca vippamutto cacabithanani abhabbo katung idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu kincapi sokammang karoti papakang kayena vaca udacetasa abhabbo tassa paticchādāya abhabbata ditta padassa vutta idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu vanapagumbe yatapussitagge gimhanamase patamasmin gimhe tatupamang dhamme varang adesai nibbānagaming paramang hitāya idampi buddhe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu varo varanya varado varaharo anuttaro dhamme varang adesai idampi buddhe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu Kīnaṃ purānaṃ navaṃ natte sambhavaṃ viratta cittā āyatike bhavasmiṃ te kīna bīja avirulhiccanda nibbanti dhīrā yatāyaṃ padīpo idampi sanghe ratanaṃ panītaṃ etena saccena suvatti hotu Yāni dabhūtāni samāgatāni pummāni vāyāni ve antalikke tathāgataṃ deva manussa pūjitaṃ buddhaṃ namassāma suvatti hotu Yāni dabhūtāni samāgatāni pummāni vāyāni ve antalikke tathāgataṃ deva manussa pūjitaṃ dhammaṃ namassāma suvatti hotu Yāni dabhūtāni samāgatāni pummāni vāyāni ve antalikke tathāgataṃ deva manussa pūjitaṃ saṅgaṃ namassāma suvatti hotu Etena sacca vajjena dukkha upasamintu te Etena sacca vajjena bhaya upasamintu te Etena sacca vajjena roga upasamintu te Tanhaṃ karo mahāvīro medhaṃ karo mahāyaso Saranaṃ karo lokahito dīpaṃ karo jutindaro Kondañño janapāmokko mangalo purisāsabho Sumano sumano dhīro revato rativaddano Sobhito guna sampanno anomadassī januttamo Padumo loka pajjoto narado varasārati Padumuttaro sattasāro sumedho agga puggalo Sujāto sabbalo kaggo piyadassī narāsabho Attadassī kāruniko dhammadassi tamonudo Siddhatto asamo loke tisso varada sangvaro Pusso varada sambuddho vipassīca anupamo Sikhi sabbahito sattaha vessa bhusukadayako Kakusando sattvaho konāgamano rananjaho Kassapo siri sampanno gotamo sakya pungavo Tesaṃ saccena sīlena kanti metta balena ca Te pitvaṃ anurakkantu ārogyena sukhena chāti Mahākāruniko nāto hitāye sabbapāninaṃ Purettvā pāramī sabba patto sambodhimuttamam Etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Mahākāruniko nāto hitāye sabbapāninaṃ Purettvā pāramī sabba patto sambodhimuttamam Etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Mahākāruniko nāto hitāye sabbapāninaṃ Purettvā pāramī sabba patto sambodhimuttamam Etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Jayanto bodhiya mule sakyānaṃ nandi vaddhano Evaṃ tuihaṃ jayo hotu jayassu jaya mangalam jayanto bodhiya mule sakyānaṃ nandi vaddhano evaṃ tuihaṃ jayo hotu jayassu jaya mangalam jayanto bodhiya mule sakyānaṃ nandi vaddhano evaṃ tuihaṃ jayo hotu jayassu jaya mangalam sakkatva buddha ratanaṃ osadhaṃ uttamaṃ varaṃ hitaṃ deva manussānaṃ buddha tejena sottinā nassantu paddavā sabbe dukkha upasamintu te sakkatva dhamma ratanaṃ osadhaṃ uttamaṃ varaṃ parilāhu pasamanaṃ dhamma tejena sottinā nassantu paddavā sabbe bhayā upasamintu te sakkatva sangha ratanaṃ osadhaṃ uttamaṃ varaṃ ආහුනේයං පාහුනේයං සංඝතේජේන සොත්තිනා නස්සන්තු පද්දවා සබ්බේ රෝගා වූපසමින්තු තේ යං කිංචි රතනං ලෝකේ විජ්ජති විවිධා පුතු රතනං බුද්ධ සමං නත්ති තස්මා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ යං කිංචි රතනං ලෝකේ විජ්ජති විවිධා පුතු රතනං ධම්ම සමං නත්ති තස්මා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ යං කිංචි රතනං ලෝකේ විජ්ජති විවිධා පුතු රතනං සංඝ සමං නත්ති තස්මා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ නත්ති මේ සරණං අඤ්ඤං බුද්ධෝ මේ සරණං වරං ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං නත්ති මේ සරණං අඤ්ඤං ධම්මෝ මේ සරණං වරං ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං නත්ති මේ සරණං අඤ්ඤං සංඝෝ මේ සරණං වරං ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සබ්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සබ්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත්වන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ නක්ඛත් යක්ඛ භූතානං පාපග්ගහ නිවාර පරිත්තස්සානුභාවේන හන්තු තේ සංඋපද්දවේ දේවෝ වස්සතු කාලේන සස්ස සම්පත්ති හේතුච පීතෝ භවතු ලෝකෝච රාජා භවතු ධම්මිකෝ ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවා නාග මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු ලෝක සාසනං ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවා නාග මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු ධම්ම දේශනං ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවා නාග මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු මං පරන්ති සාදු May you and your loved ones be blessed with good health. May your lives be filled with joy, happiness, success, and prosperity. And if you had dedicated the chanting to your loved ones, we wish them speedy recovery, good health. May all the treatment they are being given or taking be successful for their recovery, for their good health, and for their complete recovery. So we wish you all every happiness. We also wish our sponsors who are present here today, Mr. Sajid and Mrs. Nilmini Hewake, as well as children and Amma, and also Mr. Parakum and Tilini Surya, as well as Selina and Angelina, and Amma Sujata and Sister Sujani. So may all members in the family, may everyone, and most importantly, Tilini, who is celebrating her birthday today, may all your lives be well, happy and peaceful. May your lives be filled with joy and happiness, and may you be blessed with good health throughout. And we also would like to dedicate the Punya Karma to Kusmavati Manyan, who passed away a few days ago. So we wish her every happiness. May she be blessed with happiness. May her son Sarikla be happy and peaceful, and eventually may she attain the blissful state of Nibbana through her righteous aspirated path. So with such intention we say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now let us do a few minutes of bhavana, and then if you are happy the way you are, all you have to do is make sure your back is straight and eyes gently closed. And if you are adjusting yourself to a convenient posture, please do so. Following that, upright body, balanced body, and eyes gently closed. Right hand on your left palm if possible. And just compose yourself, wind down, and be in the present moment. Be mindful of your posture, the way your body is at this very present moment. Simply scan your body from head to toe, observing the structure, the posture, straight, balanced body. Bend at the hips and knees since you're sitting, and feet firm or touching the floor. Be mindful of your location, your environment, or where you are. Be mindful of those who are present with you, quickly observing and appreciating their presence and support, whilst without judgment, be mindful of those who may be at home but not present or participating with you. Now coming back to yourself, this time be mindful of the calm nature or peaceful nature of the body. Contrast it with times when you're busy or frustrated or in a rush or in a panic mode. At this stage, we are completely peaceful, calm, and not even moving. So notice that calmness in the body. Now the abstract mind, the mind that is not material, is also calm. At other times we might be wandering, we might be thinking, planning. Now we are composed, And in this very present moment, we are with ourselves, not wandering. On that peaceful mind, bring and pay attention to something that's happening throughout, which happens 24 hours a day, but most importantly, we are not aware of it. So now just pay attention to that flow of breath through your nostrils. Just know that you are breathing and engage in this mindful breathing practice. A few moments. As you breathe in, you can imagine the flow of breath into your lungs. As you breathe out, you notice the flow of breath, like a gatekeeper observing who is going in and who is coming out. With that peaceful mind, think of metta, generally translated as loving kindness. And it's that practice that we have to be mindful throughout, not just during this sitting. Be mindful of the kind heart that you could have. Always generate that loving kindness within yourself, especially during the times of challenging moments. Let us not let external events affect your peace of mind. Be kind to yourself, to your body and your mind. Once we experience that, we can also transform ourselves and be kind to other people despite their behavior or circumstance. Metta, loving kindness, does not discriminate people. There is no judgment. Where there is metta, there is no judgment. There is no discrimination. Surpasses every identities, even nationalities, gender, sexuality, species. There is no personifying, there is no personalizing. We are open, we are kind. We are happy, we are not jealous, we are not impatient, we are not dissatisfied. The moment we lose that mindfulness in metta, we can get frustrated easily, we can get annoyed easily. We personalize those events, incidents, and lose our peace of mind and lose our happiness. Same to other people. If we lose our peace, our happiness, we don't become that source of happiness, but a source of fear or anger to other people. So always grow and develop in metta. Free yourself from worries, anxieties, distress, expectations. Free yourself from conditions, judgments. That's why Metta Sutta says, Dittincha anupagamma silava. Eventually, we need to be to that point that nothing affects us, no views, no judgments. And then we can be open to everyone, like Mata Yatha Niyang Puttam, a mother showing unconditional care, attention to her only child, or children as a parent to their children. Everything becomes possible where there is metta. So think of that. Especially remember these at times of challenging moments, and maintain your stability and happiness. So when there is metta in our thoughts, we always wish someone well, yourself and others. We wish they are free from suffering, and also we wish they progress, benevolent attitude. So karuna and mudita, we are not jealous and we are ready to help. So think about yourself, what would you want to be free from and what would you want to achieve? Think about those when you have them in your thoughts, what you want them to be free from. Could be anxiety, or could be worries, could be pain. And what you want them to achieve, maybe happiness, maybe success, and feel joy in that rather than regrets. So the next few lines that you can bear in your thoughts are simply a guide, but you can remember to think of the 2 points I said. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be blessed with good health. May no harm come to me. May no problems come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I always meet with success. May I also have the patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May I be free from pain and suffering. Similarly, may my parents, teachers, uncles and aunts, husband, wife or partner, children, grandchildren, brothers, sisters, your in-laws, cousins, nephews and nieces, friends, colleagues at work, neighbors. So bring some to your thoughts. Look, see their happy faces and genuinely wish them well happiness. So may they be well, happy and peaceful. May they be blessed with good health. May no harm come to them. May no problems come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with success. May they also have the patience, courage and understanding to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May they be free from pain and suffering. May all living beings, including your pets, birds and insects that come to your garden, all sentient beings, be well, happy and peaceful. May they be free from pain and suffering. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be free from pain and suffering. We will keep our reflection very short today. I'm aware of the time. So, yesterday we were talking about the 6 senses and 6 objects that or the sense factors. So senses become the base. So I said that we cannot hear from our eyes, neither can we see from our ears. So they have to be matching. So objects to the eyes, sound to the ears, smell to the nose. So these are the senses that we have, and we have the 6th one in Buddhism, and that is the mind. And in the mind we have thoughts arising. So they are the objects for the mind. Now, there are references that it is through this sense that we actually develop some fetters, some defilements. So having seen an object, as a result, what thoughts arise within you? And how do we engage with that thought? And what do we do with that thought? So therefore, in Dhammanupassana, it is important to be aware of that factor, that when you are encountering objects through your senses, let us not make that as a doorway for the thoughts to become perhaps maybe just simply negative, which is what affects us quite often. So we have to look into this so that that fetters don't arise through the senses within you. So whatever you see, if you see a flower, do you generate greed? So the kama chanda. If you see a person you don't like, do you generate vyapada, ill will? Now when there was no consciousness, the flower might be in front of you, but no thoughts would arise following that about the flower. Similarly, if you see someone you don't like, but if your mind was wandering and the person passes in front of you, you don't generate any ill will. So in the awareness of, or in the presence of consciousness, in the knowing of the person or the flower, for example, then only these hindrances, the kama chanda and vyapada, ill will and sense desires, arise within you. So when a person is quite mindful, when a person has established mindfulness at that very moment will realize that thought that has been arisen within, what sort of thought has arisen. So sometimes when there are thoughts in our mind that arise when our all senses are perhaps quite not engaging, we can be dreaming, we can be thinking, and those thoughts might bring either worries, anxiety sometimes, and we have to realize that they were not there, but they arose once your mind started to dig in some memories, dig in some anxious feelings or experiences or even hypothetical situations, and where we develop those mental factors, and sometimes they can be very unskillful. And that will result in not just vicikiccha or in thinamidda, worries, restlessness. So if we are mindful, we will be able to free ourselves, we will be able to understand how they arise. So if you know that something that was not there in your mind in the previous second and now it is there, what was the reason for that hindrance, that sort of a mental factor or thought to arise? If you know that it is there, then only you will know what the cause is, following the Four Noble Truth pattern, the medical pattern. If you're not aware and you have actually been washed away by the thought and you have actually gone to a different engagement or analyzing and going to that different moment or maybe deep into your thoughts, it might be difficult for us to sometimes empower ourselves to instantly be able to not engage, disengage or disconnect. So we might be washed away. So if you know how the hindrances arise, then it will be easy for us to learn how to perhaps even remove the hindrances, that is to disconnect. So instantly if it arises, if you are aware and you know that this is the way it is arising or it has arisen, you can quickly disconnect with it rather than actually, oh, I should have actually not done this. So if someone overtakes you and while you drive sometimes, for example, if instantly you get angry, annoyed, you will perhaps not enjoy your driving throughout later on. So if you just be mindful that there is this dissatisfaction arising within you, you don't let it affect you. You actually learn how to disconnect with it. Just know that this is anger or this is greed or this is worry. Then you can instantly disconnect yourself, and that skill is what we develop through establishing mindfulness throughout. So how do they arise, and then how can we remove it? So and how can we actually prevent it sometimes in future? That is why in the past few days when we reflected on right effort, which we'll again remind in the next few days, we'll need to be aware of the arising and non-arising matters within ourselves. Uppannānaṁ akusalānaṁ dhammánaṁ anuppādāya. So if there are thoughts that has arisen already, we need to we need to apply effort so that they don't arise. When you see something and you maybe criticize, for example, and if that is a habit, you sometimes do not know, you are just yapping or you're just actually commenting all the time. But if you're mindful, what will happen is next time you'll, as soon as you want to say something, you will prevent yourself from not saying it. So mindfulness has prevented that to help you to not engage in unskillful things. So that is just a short perhaps technique to think about. So to combine yesterday's and today's reflection, external things are external. They are not within your body. But it is the sense that becomes the door that, that actually stirs the thoughts or the defilements within oneself. So the thoughts about the object that were not within yourself has created you to a different level, different moment, different person, different mindset. And if that mindset is actually for the negative, then we have to apply great effort to make sure we disconnect quickly. Even if the positive side or the likes might turn you into a very different person, the likes might also turn to a negative moment, such as become unskillful, to steal or to damage something, then we need to also be mindful. So essentially, Atapi sampajano satima vinaya loki avijja domnas. We will not learn how to categorize into likes and dislikes at all. So mindful person will always be peaceful. Mindful person will always be happy, because they will not allow things to affect them essentially. So that is a very short reflection on the six senses and six objects that become the aramanas, as well as the six consciousness that we spoke from yesterday. So that is a short continuation. We'll continue about this tomorrow, but for you to reflect on, that food for thought for today is to learn how to perhaps disconnect and see the object as object, rather than actually let the object allow to ideas to appear or generate or arise in your mind, and then you turn to be suffering. So that is why mindfulness is the way to out of lamentations, worries, suffering. That is the direct path to enlightenment or to happiness as well. So thank you for joining with us this evening. We hope this hour has become or was a very fruitful one for you, for your well-being, for your happiness. We worship the Buddha, we observe precepts, we engaged in chanting, listened to chanting, and we meditated, and we also listened to short reflection. May all merit accumulated be conducive for your well-being, for your happiness, and for the happiness of your loved ones. And if you are dedicating to anyone, may they be happy and peaceful and rejoice in this punya karma. And today we are most importantly dedicating to Kusumavati Manyan, who passed away a few days ago. May she receive our blessings and be happy and peaceful wherever she is, and eventually may she attain the blissful state of Nibbana through her righteous aspirated path. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We also wish the Tilini, who is celebrating her birthday, and Sujata Amma and Sujani sister, so, who are also celebrating their birthdays soon. So we wish everyone happiness, good health, success and prosperity. May their lives be blessed with good health, and also may the lives of the sponsors be blessed with good health and happiness. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So see you tomorrow at 6:30. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Stay safe. Take care. Have a very good evening and good night. Bye-bye.